Two volatile uncles pondering to the beat. A short story by the Harbinger. Fart looked at the moist phallic pole in his hands and felt full of fart. He walked over to the window and reflected on his thought-inducing surroundings. He had always hated smelly bosom land with its brief, breakable bosoms. It was a place that encouraged his tendency to feel full of fart. Then he saw something in the distance, or rather someone. It was the figure of Claudina Microfart. Claudina was a grumpy nymphomaniac with ravaging buttocks and monstrous bosoms. Spearmth gulped. He glanced at his own reflection. He was a shady, sexy, a cold one with the boys drinker with fat buttocks and big bosoms. His friend saw him as a nice dancing, inexpensive intercourse machine. Once, he had even made a cup of tea for a colorful old community worker. But not even a shady person who had once made a cup of tea for a colorful old community worker was prepared for what Claudina had in store today. The storm tasted like trusting rabbits, making Spearmth furiously horny. As Spearmth stepped outside and Claudina came closer, he could see the frightened glint in her eye. "I am here because I want sphincter intrusion," Claudina bellowed, in a quiet tone. She slammed her fist against Spearmth's chest, with the force of 8,335 horses. "I frigging love you, Spearmth Fart." Spearmth looked back, even more furiously horny, and still fingering the moist phallic pole. "Claudina, take my glutes," he replied. They looked at each other with joyful feelings, like two energetic, encouraging echidnas spanking at a very futile collective intercourse, which had vaporwave music playing in the background, and two volatile uncles pondering to the beat. Suddenly, Claudina lunged forward and tried to punch Spearmth in the face. Quickly, Spearmth grabbed the moist phallic pole and brought it down on Claudina's skull. Claudina's ravaging buttocks trembled and her monstrous bosoms wobbled. She looked sad, her body raw like an old-fashioned, obedient oversized bra. Then she let out an agonizing groan and collapsed onto the ground. Moments later, Claudina Microfart was dead. Fart went back inside and made himself a nice drink of a cold one with the boys. The end.